Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Cause. Welcome to your official contracts for your first edition of Wrestlepalooza in honestly many years. I honestly thought this was the first ever event. And of course, I'm not alone in this endeavor. Please welcome, as always, the co-host, the humble man, Gary. Welcome to the contracts.
Yo, what's good, man? Cause painting.
Well, after 25 years, Wrestlepalooza has returned.
Yes, sir.
Only difference is it's under WWE instead of ECW.
Right. Correct.
Either way, you ready to get into this?
Yes, sir. Let's do this shit like Brutus, you know it.
All right, to start things off, we have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Well, it's been a wonderful road, but when we're nearing the end of John Cena's retirement tour, I think this is his fourth. After this, there will only be 4 events left.
Right.
Not counting promos and shit.
That's correct.
It's crazy. Only 4 left.
Yeah, it is, man.
It's been a wonderful ride, and we've been here for it.
Yeah.
Anyways, going into this match, honestly, I expect nothing less from these two. They've pretty much always had a great build-up to their matches.
Yes, sir.
And if I'm being, and at least in my opinion, the only time they had a bad match was at Extreme Rules 2012. The only reason why I say that is because they made John Cena look ridiculously godlike.
Nah, I understand what you're saying, but another one of their matches. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Another one of their matches that weren't so great was I think was I was gonna say over the limit. Yeah, not over the limit. I meant I'm wildin'. I meant SummerSlam. Another one of their matches that was terrible. SummerSlam 2014.
I disagree with that because in my opinion that squash in my opinion made further legitimized Brock as an unstoppable monster.
Well, yeah, I understand what you mean.
And also for me, it also got the sour taste out of my mouth that Extreme Rules 2012 left me.
Oh, I gotcha.
Cause similar to SummerSlam, Brock was kicking his ass the whole match, and then seemingly out of nowhere, Cena just gets the courage to beat Brock. Like what the fuck? It's like if you're gonna have a dude come back and win a match, at least make it look believable. That shit was so unbelievable. It was frustrating to see to see it happen. That shit legit pissed me off. But I'll tell you what, the match they had after that, where it was a little more even, was a lot. That match was great. And truth be told, honestly, as much as it looked like Cena was gonna win, part of me was thinking Brock was gonna fight out of the STF and win, but freaking Undertaker had other plans.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But as far as this match goes, considering where Cena's at physically, that even though he's still built, he's not as big as he used to be. Whereas
who was that?
What happened?
Who was not as big as he used to be?
Cena.
to.
Whereas Lesnar looks like he hasn't skipped a meal.
Right.
And also looks like he hasn't aged much. That's why I'm thinking Brock's more than likely gonna take this.
Oh man.
Like it's gonna go like down to the wire, and Brock's gonna win by the skin of his teeth. But on a side note about Lesnar, you know, you've seen him since he debuted, right?
Right, and that's crazy.
Now, given how he looked when he debuted, did you ever think his hair was ever gonna grow to be as long as it is now?
Right, that's correct.
No. Tell me, did you?
I mean, if I seen it, if it was gonna happen, I mean, nah.
Exactly. Like, because, you know, pretty much his whole career, he had, you know, that flat top, and now he has long hair.
Brock, right?
Yeah, and like it's long enough to the point where he has it braided.
Yeah, like for real, man.
and he has a beard too. Like honestly, until he started rocking a cowboy hat, he was always clean shaven, you know?
Exactly.
And now all of a sudden his hair is growing on his face. Like, it's crazy.
Nah, it is.
And normally when you age, your hair shrinks and goes away. But, you know, I guess some people have the opposite effect.
Right.
Anyways, moving on. We have the Usos versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker.
Before we even go to the match, I need to get to say who I think is going to win Cena and Brock's match. I think Cena's retiring. Brock's going to be happy to put him over.
Yeah. I also should have thought about that. That Brock doesn't. He does. You know, when the time calls for it, put people over. But considering it's Cena's retirement tour is why I'm thinking Brock's gonna go over. I don't know.
I see. Now you got a point.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, Cena's gonna go down in the Blades of Glory, because, you know, he admitted, you know, that he is afraid of Brock, but he also said that he's not going down without a fight. That's why I say Brock's still gonna win, but Cena's gonna make him earn it.
Right. I see what you mean.
Ooh. Now back to the tag match.
Sure.
Honestly, I think Reed and Breaker are gonna win, but the reason why they're gonna win is because Jay is gonna try and order around Jimmy, and Jimmy is finally gonna snap and tell him that he can't tell him what to do, you know.
Word.
And then he's gonna be like, "You're not Roman," and then that's gonna set Jay off, and then after the match, Jay's gonna then attack Jimmy, and then that's gonna be the completion of Jay's heel turn.
That's gonna be crazy.
And yeah, you know, as much as part of me didn't want to believe it, just because how over he is with the crowd, it's been pretty obvious that Jay might be, and I say might because this is only predictions, not spoilers.
Right.
That if he does turn heel, this might be the way it's going to happen. Because over the past few weeks, you know, Jay has slowly been turning it into Roman.
Yes, sir.
And Jimmy's been trying to knock some sense into him.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And, you know, part of me would think that LA Knight might interfere, but at this point he has no reason to, considering that 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 he got his get back on Jay on Raw. So as far so he has no reason.
Right, that's crazy. Honestly speaking, the tag match, I think it's gonna be good. I would hope for the Usos to win, or Bronson and Braun win. No matter, but I would like for the Usos to win. Reunited.
Moving on, we have CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. What happened?
And I said, oh yeah.
Now, honestly, I expect this match to be like absolutely crazy. Like, I'm
I think so.
like, I'm not saying it's gonna go 1,000 miles a minute, and like, there's gonna be like tons of action happening, and like, if you blink or turn away, you're gonna miss something great. But at the same time, I still think it's gonna be, heart pumping, adrenaline inducing, heart stopping kind of deal,
Yeah, exactly.
where pretty much everybody is gonna be at the edge of their seats watching the match.
Exactly. We'll see what else possibly that may happen.
But with that being said, I say because they're champions, because the opponents are champions, Punk and AJ are gonna win.
Oh yeah.
But, and there's a but, part of me thinks that if Seth and Becky win, it's because Paul Heyman is gonna come back and screw them over. Because you notice that Paul hasn't been on TV in weeks, and that's because of when Roman choked him out. But still,
exactly.
This is gonna be him coming back and Seth sticking it to Punk one more time.
Right.
And again, Punk this doesn't count because it's not for a title. If it was for a title, then I'd say Punk getting screwed over again, I have no sympathy for.
That's crazy.
But speaking of saying stuff like that, we're on to our next match: Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE title.
I love them both. I want either one to win, but I think they're gonna have Cody retain.
Well, for me, I fully think Drew is gonna win, just because for two reasons. One, there's really been no build-up by Cody because he hasn't been on TV, and two, I figured they're gonna get the title. They're gonna take the title off him so he can, be a way to film Street Fighter. Because with all the time that he was off TV, a lot of people kept trying to draw comparisons to him and Roman barely defending their titles. So I'd say they're gonna put the title on Drew to shut people up. Because Cody's not going to be on TV because his responsibilities and obligations regarding the movie,
Exactly.
And if they let him keep it, then it's going to add more fuel to the fire. And for me, I'd have to agree, because it makes no sense for your top champion not to be on TV or even defending his title for a significant amount of time. And for people, and if anybody was to try and defend Cody while condemning Roman for doing the same thing, they look like a hypocrite.
I understand.
And don't get me wrong, you know how I feel about Roman, but at the same time, I'm not gonna give Cody a pass. You're the main champ. You should be present defending the title.
Right.
So because Drew has no other outside obligations, Drew should win this match.
I see what you're saying perfectly. I really do.
Moving on, we have Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer for the vacant women's world title. First off, peace to Naomi. You were champ for only a month, and you did so much with it in so little time. From holding the title to your character, you literally gave the full definition of being able to do a lot with little given.
Oh, right, exactly.
Now, as it pertains to this match, this match will be absolutely great. But as far as who's going to win, Stephanie Vaquer, in my opinion, is going to win. Here's why. Asuka is going to interfere and cost Io the match.
Right.
Because if you guys have not been keeping up with Raw, Asuka has been slowly on the verge of turning heel. At first, she was trying to help out Io Sky with stuff, and then Io would swear that she doesn't need her help and she can do it alone. To which Asuka was more and more getting agitated by it. And poor Kyrie, I feel so bad for Kyrie Sane, because she keeps trying her damnedest to try and play peacemaker, but there's only so much she can do, And and when it comes to this whole confrontation, she's stuck in the middle. So, and just like with Jay's heel turn, cementing Asuka's heel turn, that's why I feel she's going to interfere in the match, because I think she's going to feel some type of way about Io, maybe saying that she betrayed her or some shit, or that she's ungrateful for her help, or something to that effect. Either way, in my opinion, if Jay's heel turn doesn't happen, Asuka's will.
Right, exactly.
Because Asuka's slow build for a heel turn has been more obvious and a lot more clear.
Exactly.
And and this is just me. I'm hoping that if she turns heel, she switches back to her other theme. Now, don't get me wrong. I got no problem with this theme. She debuted with it. It's the OG theme, but in my opinion, her other theme just kicks ass. It was so much better.
Right. That's crazy too.
But and honestly, the interference aside, I say Stephanie should win this match just because she's been, aside from NXT this past Tuesday, she hasn't been on TV at all and had matches at all.
Exactly. I think Stephanie can understand it.
Because if you remember, she was supposed to face Naomi for the title, but then, Naomi got pregnant.
Exactly.
But I will say this, I always got a kick out of Naomi purposely mispronouncing Stephanie's name, calling her Stephanie Velcro.
Right.
That shit was hilarious. And honestly, part of me is surprised that the snowflakes didn't start bitching about it.
Right.
But anyway, but bottom line, this is gonna be a great match. I see Stephanie winning it, and that's how it is.
For a fact. That's a fact.
And overall, given the magnitude of these matches, I'd say this card is going to be great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Steph.
Yep. And with that being said, that's going to do it for...
Hold on, before we go. The match I didn't get to see with AJ and Punk versus
Seth and Becky.
I think it's gonna be Punk and AJ winning. And also there's a match that was added today we gotta speak about.
What?
It was a I read it was a triple. We gotta speak about this match too. A match that I think is gonna steal the show. It's a triple threat match got added for the women's championship. Tiffany Stratton defending it against both Nia Jax and Jade Cargill. So before we go, let's talk about that. Yup.
Well, wow. Because I'm looking at the card and I don't see it, so it must have been added at the last second. But in any case, yeah, that match is definitely gonna be absolutely crazy. But
it will.
But I'd say because of what happened, when Tiffany and Jade faced off on SmackDown, I'd say this time because Nia's in this match, she technically can't interfere because she's in the match. So that's why I say Jade is definitely gonna win.
I say either Jade is winning or Tiffany's trying to win. Of all three, I want either one of them to win.
And for me, if Jade doesn't win, then Nia's winning.
Got you.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
Word.
Well, anyways, with that being said, that's gonna do it for today's episode. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out, taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. I definitely want to thank the Humble Man for coming through, kicking his wrestling knowledge.
Yes, sir. My man, Cos Payton. Yep. And we'll be right back out here coming at y'all with the results of Wrestlepalooza.
Yep. So, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And as always, while we're at Struggle Vision Productions, it's the Hitman and the Humble Man. And if you see us coming, run.